when it's crunch time. Leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true. Sicker than the average, ain't no challenge that's immune. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. You know I'm getting to it, like that, like.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead in an early.
And it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, that's a blocked extra point. I remember playing it. We had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry about it. It's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move.
On the set.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here we go.
Lance now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Now Austin. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 30. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pickett. And this one's incomplete. Well, these Steelers, Charles, 9-8 a year ago. Their quarterback, Kenny Pickett, made 12 starts as a rookie. Do you see a jump coming, both for him and potentially for this franchise?
I do, and I trace it back to a December game against Baltimore in 2022. Kenny Pickett made some big plays down the stretch to give Pittsburgh a victory. Plus, the Steelers have added some nice pieces around him, and they'll be able to protect him even better in 2023.
Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going for it. This is Harris. And some space here. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 61 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that. What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others. Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00 like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
From the 33, here's second down and 7. Shotgun now for Lance. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because
This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So on is the rookie Jake Moody for the Niners field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Johnson goes in motion left. 3rd and long for Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Now a play fake. Lance rolling to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
They'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good 1st step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was...
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this 1st half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Austin. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 1st downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Great play from Washington, and zero surprise seeing that. This guy's a mauler. He can outbody anyone out there. The size of a lineman, but runs like a receiver. Good luck matching up with someone like that.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
They'll toss to Harris.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the air on first down with Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
Lance looking to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Pickett will look to throw it here. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Second and 10, it's Pickett again. And that is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run there on first down, going to get them 5 up to the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lance going to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Lance finding Debo there for the Niner first.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A final shot before half for Lance. Connects with Kittle underneath. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Lance looking deep for Jennings. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
It's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Lance on target to Samuel. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lance to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They get Pro Bowl tackle Trent Williams for the infraction there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Lance to throw on second down here. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. This offense so far on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. Right at the 50-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And quickly they get to the line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 129 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game?
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never...
Well, Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Now Pickett. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, match that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. A first throw for the backup Trubisky, and that will be incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here we go on 4th down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Warren. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third, get...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready?
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Jerron Jennings. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.